Hey everybody, Mark Trankin here. Don't mind the shadow. I'm a bit disheveled. It's been a busy few days, and I just wanted to do this quick video. I'm not editing it. I'm not putting in flowers, tinkly music, or anything like that. I'm just going to kind of give it raw. So there'll be a few ums and ahs, and I might have to repeat my sentences because that's the way I am. But anyways, I wanted to bring to your attention an issue that you may have already heard about me venting on Twitter and Blue Sky in regards to children and family services cutting the child and youth caregiver support program. And basically this was, and I'm saying was because it's gone, where for whatever reason, a child or young person or youth isn't feeling comfortable living at home. Now that because of domestic violence, it might be because of harmful substance use, it might be because of mental health, there are a number of reasons, but for some reason, this child doesn't feel comfortable at home. So they go to their best friend's parents' house, or maybe they go to an extended family member's house and they stay there and try to get on with the best they can with their lives. And it's something that Albertans have been doing for generations. And it's something that I pride myself as an Albertan is that we help our neighbors. We help our families. And in that spirit, the province for decades has been providing this sort of support under different names. I recall it student finances or whatever, learner support programs, whatever. But for decades, the province has been helping these great families and these great kids kind of have safe alternative or a realistic alternative where they can thrive. Now, these are kids that aren't involved in the child welfare system because they aren't in imminent harm to themselves or others. So it was a great little setup. And we're talking about, I don't know if I said this already, $150 a month to help with medical bills, to help with maybe food, safe transportation. I take the kid out to a movie, those little things that Albertans do. And this minister, Mr. Churton, who I really like, he's a nice guy, and this bureaucrat named David Wheeler, they've destroyed it, ripped it up, torn it up, tossed it out the window, stomped on it, spat on it, got rid of it. And they sort of left it with these memorandum and with an acknowledgement that this is difficult to hear, but our benevolent fathers has decided to cut this program. And I'm going to tell you what's going to happen and I'm just going to give you my opinion. I'm looking out this window, the north side, and maybe you're looking out of a different window and have a different perspective. But I've been working in this field since 1989. I've worked with over 9,000 kids. I work with about 30 to 50 kids a year and families on this program. And what's going to happen is these families and these neighbors will swallow this and keep on fighting for this kid's life as best they can. Or B, they can't afford this. They can't keep this young person in their house anymore. And this child or young person's going to has to make a choice and go home. He might get smacked in the head a few times a month. Dad might get drunk. Mom might have them taking their mental health meds or antipsychotic medication. And this kid's just going to have to live in misery and make the best of it. Or 3, this kid's going to live on the streets. Things are going to spiral downward and they'll become entrenched in the healthcare system because of physical illnesses or mental health, or B, become involved in the youth justice system because they're stealing, they're not going to school, so they're stealing food or tampons, to have access to basic needs. Or C, they're going to end up back in children and family services in a much more expensive model in a formal way where they're going to have formal status. So it makes no frickin' sense why this government is doing this. And I'm trying to figure out why would they. So I have a couple of theories. The first theory is, this government doesn't believe in science or best practices. So perhaps the only science they do believe in is Darwin's theory of natural selection. So, these kids are going to get weeded out of the gene pool, that kind of science. Or B, they're ideologically bent so far to the right that they just don't give a shit. Sorry, I used the swear word. And what'll be will be. Say, whatever becomes of them, it's not their issue. And I disagree with that. I think government has core responsibilities and core values. That's why we have government. We want government. We want intervention by the people, for the people. We want our children to be safe. We want our child and youth to thrive. And we don't want them to be ending up on the streets. Getting emotional, but it means that much to us. That this program is, anyways, it's going to hurt. And if one of you or two of you are looking at this, maybe call your MLA. I know for us, and then live in Edmonton, and most of us in Calgary, it's going to mean much, not much, because, our MLA might be NDP. But for those who live in rural Alberta, maybe you can talk to your MLA, and that voice is being risen in caucus. And some backbencher somewhere with a spine says, you know what, so, Mr. Minister Turton, what are you doing? Why are you doing this? So I leave it to you. I'm putting it out there. And we can't let this fall to pieces. We can't let these 650 kids. And I also want to say something. Somebody said to me that they spoke to the communications department in Children and Family Services, and the quote they got was, "It's only 650 kids." Only. Like, lacking empathy, lacking consideration for the facts that this decision is going to hurt hearts, hurt some child's heart. And yeah, we live in a province of 4 million, and that's not a big number in that context. But you try telling that little 15-year-old girl that she's going to have nowhere to live because you can't afford to keep her anymore, because Mr. Wheeler has decided that this program's coming to an end. Anyways, I don't want to emote too much. I don't want to get onto it. You guys get it. You understand. So I'll leave it at that. Thanks for those who support me and follow me. And you can catch me on Twitter or Instagram or Threads or Blue Sky with the handle with my name, Merchant. Take care, everybody.